welcome back to part 2 of the Pretty Mosaic mini album tutorial. So the page we're going to do in this video is going to look like this. We have the flap here, this opens out, so we have a little pocket here, pocket in here with a photo mat, and then we have a little waterfall here and room for another photograph there. So this is what we're going to do today. Now what I've done is I've pre-cut everything, so I'm not cutting and scoring on camera. And I just wanted to show you the one we made on the last one. I've now attached the ribbon, and all I did was use my glue gun on the back to stick the ribbon on, and there we go. And I did add another black trim on the pocket as well. I just thought it brought it out more since we're not using cardstock. So let's move right on now to page 2 of the 7.5 by 6 inch album. Let's get that out the way. So let's put this there so I can know what I'm doing. So I've cut it. So this is 7.5 by 6. It doesn't have flaps because this is the front page. And then what I've done is I've cut the pocket and I've scored it. So this pocket, obviously across it's 6 inches, and then it's from here all the way down to the flap is 5.5 inches. So if you're making the same size as this album, 5.5 by 7, which includes the flaps. Okay, so now I'm going to do okay, I'm just thinking if you're matting it, because on this one, because it's matted on cardstock, I had to cut out these extra pieces. But there's no need if you're using your double-sided paper. It's a lot less work when you don't use your cardstock as the background paper. So let's just do the scoring. And I found my little scissors. This one, just cutting that edge off. This here now is the flap that's gonna go this way. As you can see, it's already scored. So this flap also just from one of the pieces left over from page 1 is, what is that? 4 1/4 almost. Yeah. So it's 4 1/4 across, which includes your fold. And then lengthwise is also 5 1/4. But remember, you can do a variation on this size as well. So if you have a piece that's a little bit bigger, just use it. Although if you're cutting the same as me, you should be the same. So let's just, where's my, this way. Shall I use the other side? No, I'm using this side. So let's just fold that over. And then we'll get to these. Now we come to the top of the envelope. So this piece is 6 across and 3.5 down. And that includes your 1/2 inch flap. Okay? So let's just bend that. And then I am going to corner my edges. Use whatever corner punch you have. Just on my, what you might call it. Now the first thing you're going to stick down is your side flap over here. So that will go there. Again, there's no sort of measurement, just about a I'm going to put it about here, which is more or less, say 1 inch from the bottom of the page. Okay, but it doesn't have to be exact. Let me just that's it. Glue. I've got to start using my double-sided tape because I'm running out of glue. That's why I really hope some of the businesses will open for us craft addicts so we can get supplies. So more or less, you can see I'm just eyeballing it. Down you go. Really doesn't matter which piece you stick down first. You can stick down the flap or your the top for the envelope. So that's done. There you go. And you'll see why this must go first, because the pocket is now going to go on top. Right here. So I'm going to use, where's my craft knife? Right here, my tape. And it takes a bit longer. Okay, next. So do you think it's better this way where I pre-cut everything? So we're basically just putting it together. Or would you prefer it if I cut on camera? Let me know. It'd be interesting to see what you guys prefer. Right, I'm just cutting off these edges again that are sticking out of the tape. And to put your pocket on, I get a little bit nervous about getting everything straight. We are going to do it this way. Just loosen it up so it's easy to pull off. Same thing here. Easy to pull off. Can actually, yeah, and do the same thing on this side. And let's lift that one. I just find it's easier to take off once you put it down. So we're going to make sure everything lines up before we take a bit of fluff there. And there we go. Let's just adjust that slightly. Uh-oh, not doing a very good job, am I? There we go. Press it down. Well, let's do this one first. And then this one. And now you already have your pocket in place. Oh, if you're using magnets, before we go any further, you would put your magnets on now, before you put your pocket. So you would put, I would use 2 on either side. I would stick it down with double-sided tape on here, and then line up with the magnets, and then put your pocket on. Or, and you can also do your magnet at the, on here. This one, where's my magnet? Oh no, there's no magnets on this one either. Oh my goodness me. Gonna improvise. Okay, So now let's quickly put this one. I'm just going to rub out the measurements. And put it here. Line it up. I only also, when I do my albums and even my journals, I also only do all my embellishments when everything is more or less put together. That's why now I'm not really embellishing much. But if you want to embellish your page as you go along, then of course you can. So now we have our pocket flap. I'm also just going to decided to use ribbon, obviously, to hold this down. So now we come to the waterfall. Now this one I have cut, so only 2 this time. 5, which includes your 1/2 inch for the flap, by 4, no 3.5 wide. Okay, so 5 long. Score your flap at 1/2 inch. Where is it? Do your corners. Why does that look so small? Yeah, that's right. I'm used to the big 8x8 one, the baby one. So now, once again, just from a piece of paper that's left out from your cutting, I cut this across. Where is it? I'm sure I already did it. Just having a look at my spare papers. I thought I had done it. I'm sure I did. Okay, so we need to cut that 3.5. And let's do the waterfall. Put it onto your piece without pressing it down, just to make sure. I cut it too small. It doesn't matter. See what I did there? I've actually cut it too small. But that's okay, we are not going to stress about it. The same technique applies here. Put it on, make sure it's lined up to your edge there. Why did I cut it wrong? This was 3.5. I don't know what I did. Doesn't matter. Oh no, look, this is completely different to that. I'm going crazy, people. I am going flipping crazy. That's why I cut it wrong. Oh my goodness, it happens. So 4 by 5, which includes the flap, right? So this piece should be a 4 by 5. Hey, yeah. So I've got 5, 4. I just wasted one piece, but you actually don't waste, because we can always incorporate it somewhere else with 1/2 inch score line. You see, it's okay to make mistakes. I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought I had everything lined up. Shall we try it again? Then we have that. Yes, I got it right. Let's do my corner, glue, line it up. Just take it down, make sure everything's kosher, everything's good, and it lines up nicely, which it does. That, and squeeze it down. Here we go. Cut off that excess at the bottom because we don't want to see that. See, this album's not that complicated. I've done others that are actually more complicated than this. There, and that is going to go beautifully there. So let's glue on the back of our waterfall. I should have used tape actually, it's fine. And that should be perfect. Yes. So this album, there are other ways of doing closures as well without using magnets, but I'm not going to go into that here. Besides, I think most of you have made albums already, so I'm sure don't need me to show you how or where to put the magnets on before you put your pages together. So that goes down here, and that will go there. I suppose I could even round this too. And then I am also going to put, I think so, this one is 5 1/8. So I've cut that to 5 1/8. We have a wanderer there. Let's take them off. Perhaps I should call them lost souls. Yeah. Also, again, I just pre-cut this, with my trimmer. I'm putting it the wrong way. See, I was really going to make another mistake. But don't despair, because if you make a mistake, you can always fix it. That is a beauty, I think, as well, with making albums and journals. You can fix mistakes. Of course, it's better not to make them, but hey, we're human. And then let's just push it down. Here we go. Let's see. And there we have page 2. And once again, I'll probably use white ribbon, or I've got this pink ribbon. My thing on it is on. Because even that I don't have enough of. I mean, that beautiful burgundy one I used on page 1. So let me show you. This is normally how I measure it, more or less. Even black ribbon would look nice on here, but I don't have, so. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, I think I'm going to take just a tad away. It's about 13 inches long when all is said and done. So, here we go. Bit of leeway to stick it onto the back. Take that off, and I do have a lighter, but I'm not going to go searching for it because you want to, hang on, where's my lighter? You want to do your edges. Yeah, told you it should be, it's in one of my little drawers, but I can, let me just have a quick look in here. There we go. So just take your lighter and just wave it over the end, both ends, because I mean you don't want this to come unstuck as well. So this is about, yeah, look, 11.5. So we can cut the other one 11.5, more or less. Let's put the lid on here once more with the lighter to cauterize the wound. Let's just give this a little bit of an angle, cauterize it. And then I think I'm going to do, might as well show you, I mean this is a very easy part, just turning it the other way because I want this more or less in the middle, and we are going to use my glue gun. If you don't have a glue gun, you can use just your normal glue or fabric glue, or you can also use double-sided tape to hold it down. And if I use double-sided tape, then I normally do 2 strips to make sure it stays in place. However, I like using my glue gun. Let's make sure, or try and make sure anyway, that it's in the middle. You can of course mark it with your pencil as well, but yeah, I don't bother. I'm just dry boiling it. Also because I want to be fast on camera. So if it's a little bit off, I guess I'm not going to be selling this album because I don't think it'll be perfect or good enough to sell. We'll see. And done with page number 2. Now remember, you can make any size album you want. All you have to do is increase the sizes of everything you do. Like an 8 by 8, you can use 6 by 4s, and even here a 6 by 4. Okay, and then because I made a little pocket here, I'm just, my nose is dripping. I think that's fine there. Look, looky, so it'll be 6 across, but you know, I really think I would also like, I just think it would look prettier. What do you think? Or should I just do like so? Now this pocket here, yeah, I think I prefer that. It's a little bit wide, so I'm going to cut this to 6, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit, do I need to? Really nice. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't even have to cut it. So I'm cutting this by 6. There's another lost soul here. So let's put this on. had part two of a root canal this morning, and the numbness is wearing off and it's getting a wee bit sore. First root canal I've ever had. And it's yuck, I thought it would never end. I'm just gonna line it up. Yep, I think that's fine. Yep. Take off there. I mean, it should align up, but you know, I'm doing this quickly. And then this is a pocket. And let's put this here. Make sure it closes nicely. Oh, it came apart. Clever girl, am I? A little bit. Don't know why. And more on that side. Yeah, see, I'm just going to trim it, that's all. Not cutting very well, am I? Just as well I cut most of the stuff beforehand. There, and there you have your little pocket.